All right, let's check the recording, see if it's good. Um, the Discord, let's do good. Discord. So you get questions. Sure. I put at everyone. It's not Discord though, bud. Okay. All right. That's good. You hear me? Nice. Cool. Okay. Let's pull this up. This is correct here. And then we'll break down. Try to get prepared here. All right. There we go. Be it. Okay. So we had a really big drop last night. We had like a new day opening gap. Pretty big drop down there. It came right into this gap, this RTH gap here, which I thought was kind of odd. And bounced overnight. And since then we kind of climbing back up. Looks like it's trying, we're stuck in a range here. Tink, tink, tink. So it's not the best situation for trading because we're inside the previous day's range. Whenever we're inside the previous day's range, inside this that blue candle there, price action is probably gonna be tough to trade. So hopefully we break out of it either way. We do have a bunch of highs all stacked together here. Maybe they're using that as like a way to get up higher and to fill up that RTH gap up there. Nice trend here, though. The price action looks pretty decent at the moment, so that's good. Pretty similar price action. Hey, good morning, Gary. Pretty similar price action here on ES as well. Yeah, no SMT down here at the low or anything like that. Nothing that I see, anyways. I guess there is actually. There's cracking correlation there. So it's actually an SMC soup here. Double bottom. Okay, so we did have another gap down there, and there's obviously higher time frame areas lower that need to be redelivered to. Yeah, if you look at it here on the hourly, you can definitely see how it could come down, right? Like it's got a lot of space down here, a lot of area to go to. Let's go ahead and put this on there, and then one more line right here. But this is gonna be tight. It's gonna be tough trading inside this. No, I think you just gotta. They can't hear me. Yeah, just need to be told to exit and come back in, right? Let's get that same area here for Nasdaq here. Hourly chart. Yeah, the same area I think should be this area here. So get that high, and then we're going to put the balance on here. There to there. And then upside, if we like comes up here and fills and comes into that doji there, I don't think that would be a bad area to short from. It's failure swing looking area there, but this is a broadening formation here. Yeah, higher high, lower low. So is it now going to try to make a higher high and blast up? Coming up into these balance areas up here in this RTH gap, I believe, right here. Yeah, so we have that big RTH gap here that's open. But I'm kind of surprised we've been just chilling up here. We've just been chilling for like almost the whole month. We've not moved, right? We're in the same spot we opened up at pretty much. So I would like to see us get out of this range so we can have some volatility. That would be very nice. But last night's price action was nice. You know, if you had caught this, I didn't trade it, but if you had, you know, this is a classic like open up and drop, and then you get a second leg that's even bigger. It's pretty like once or twice a month this happens during Asia session. So it looks like we currently have rejected near this level here. Didn't quite get to it though. See where we're at in terms of risk or not risk to reward, but where we're at in terms of fib here. That needs to be adjusted. Yeah, I think this level up here. I think that's the golden level up here near here. That's where I want to be shorting from. Let's drop down here. So we got 8 minutes till the open here. It's obviously it's trying to redeliver higher. You know, whether this is where it was reaching for, I don't think so. But it could be. This could be a failure swing. And it could fail here, I guess, but you know, if you look at the previous New York session opens, we're usually getting a pretty big spike in either direction, and then it kind of reverses. Say like a downward spike and grind, downward spike and up, upward spike and then down. So you're getting these fake outs before the actual move comes. The last couple of sessions. Okay, so we shall wait. Wait for up here, and then we're at. I gotta have a long area too here. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going long from here possibly. This gap hasn't been filled yet though, so I don't know if I'd want to go long with the gap down there, but I think hey, what's up, Beans? It's cracking, bro. Yeah, so we'll see what happens when price gets down here. If we get like a touch there, just be a little bit more careful with it. Looks like this possibly is a failure swing there. Hey, well, good morning, bro. Yeah, I was snoozing my alarm clock. I was like, oh, I gotta get up. Yeah, definitely overshot that area though. So and then we got ES getting pretty close to that area, but not quite yet. So I think this is where I'm gonna short from. I think that's really good area to short from up there. And that's A plus plus kind of trade. We may have missed the move down though, waiting for that area. That's the issue. So we'll have to see what happens here at the opening. Take a look at gold real quick. That button there's new. No, I didn't trade Asia session. What I've been doing, dude, is I'm trying to trade the New York opening stuff. If I don't trade the day before, I just punish myself and don't trade at all. Just try and train myself to get the fuck up. Yeah, so I pretty much punish myself if I don't get up like I'm supposed to. Yeah, it's the only way to do it. You gotta punish yourself to build these habits, man, or else my brain was like, nah, I don't need to get up. Rewarding yourself with a bunch of dopamine is not a good way to build a habit, right? Okay, that's nasty on gold here. Gold's stuck in this range here. I'm not trading it. It definitely needs to come up to here though. Whether it does that today, I don't know. But I don't want to be stuck trying to trace that. Like look at this price action here. Does this look good? This is nasty. It's good for like micro scalping probably, but that's about it. So I'm not gonna be trading that. Let's take a look at YM. So YM is already above that area we're kind of looking at there. So we may get a crack in correlation between them. Look at this beautiful broadening formation on YM though. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Higher high, lower low, higher high. It's kind of doing two lower lows, two higher highs before it cracks. Higher high, higher high, lower low. Higher high, lower low, lower low, higher high, lower low. Kind of weird. In Q just not wanting to participate. We do have an open loop here, right there. So maybe trying to go down into there and go higher. We'll have to see though. Did you catch this move down, Beans? Anybody catch this? This is classic. Like you guys have heard me talk about this before, I'm sure, where you have this really big drop and then it does a second leg, and this one actually did a third down. Yeah, it was really clean. Right to that gap and closing in that loop there. Really, really nice. People be screaming about liquidity, but it's simply just redelivering, man, to the tick there. Closes in that loop. Still have an RTH gap there though, so you gotta think in the situation, people, we closed all the way up here, so they're opening up down, 200 points. It's a big drop there. Damn, that's 200 points higher. Volatility is really high. Almost 200, 150 points lower. Ooh, I didn't see that until right now. It's kind of interesting. It's 50% of the previous range. All right, 1 minute, guys. All right, so I'm gonna start as soon as I take my first trade. I'm putting the timer on, and then as soon as that's it, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm not gonna sit here for hours and trade this shit and blow up. Okay, so we have the open loop there. You got this little balance area here. We really like along from down here. It's just blowing right through that. That's good. Looks to me like it's trying to get down here. I'll definitely take a crack at this down here for sure. All right, there goes ES. ES has a long ways down to get to that area though, so just straight, just drop into it. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Could have a run on pre-market setup here. Yeah, I should have already taken it. If I was gonna take it, I should have done it there. So that's the pre-market low right there. Higher highs. That's this indicator right here. It's this one, ICT IPTA boxes by Bull Trading AM. And I just make them my own times to create from like all of Asia session. All of overnight session from 6 p.m. till 5, and then 5 to 9:30. And the blue box is New York session. It just makes it a lot easier if you zoom out to like see the sessions. You can see like what goes on. A lot easier to study price for sure. Yeah, you're welcome. You can definitely see the broad information here on ES. Like it's pretty noticeable. And we have the cracking correlation there. But with this area needing to be redelivered to, not really trying to take it long from here. Unless it's like 50% or something like that, but it's not even that. This lines up with 50% of that move. This is a good long here, I think. Um, so I don't want to be taking that yet. Yeah, there we go. Continuation down. Very nice. It's tempting to try to short it here, but I don't think I think this is a better way to wait for the levels, I think. This is a strong high here. But with a cracking correlation there, ES refused to go lower there. I think it's kind of risky to try to take it. Yeah, that's why right there. So where's the opening price? Is right there. Let's put the opening price on our chart here. Let's use this line right here. So that's the session opening price. It's good to have it on your chart. See how price interacts with it when it comes back to it. Yeah, it looks like that would have been a decent short there. Yeah, it's 40 points lower already. Very volatile tonight. You know, when we're on a 1 minute chart and these candles are 30, 40 points. Kind of a lackluster opening here so far though. Should get a new lower here. All right, so how's everyone doing this morning? Anyone take any trades yet? How you guys doing? Nice push up there. Ooh. I should already have that on my chart, a little right there. Took failure swing pre-market and one out of playbook scalp. Nice. No trades yet. Nice, Dan. Nice. Yeah, that was a nice once support turn resistance trade right there. Missed it. Not prepared. Letting the master cook. All right, cool. We got a higher high here. So we have a cracking correlation there as well. So is ES going to try to pull up here? Break out its broad information? Is it going to stay in it? Ooh, sick. Beautiful trade there. If I was prepared, I would probably have took that. I just wasn't prepared. Hey, right. That's how it always seems, right, Eric? Hey, it was your idea, bro. Such a beautiful trade there. If you'd taken that, you'd taken no heat. You'd have to pull this trigger right away, though. Even had a nice failure swing here. Perfect failure swing. Coming right into there. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, mine's still a little bit jacked up, bro. It's still not all the way there. It's getting there, though. One day at a time, man. So you guys see the broadening formation here forming? You have higher high. You got the high, low, higher high. Rejected from that area there. That's tempting. I was just about to pull the trigger there on that, but I did not. Rejection right from the low. That candle there that's clean. That's the order flow straight bearish. I'm really tempted to short from here, but not going to. Gonna practice some discipline here. We just gotta wait. It kind of sucks that we know price is gonna go down there and not trade it, but yeah, there it goes. Because you chase price, you get punished. Nice. So is ES trying to pull up higher? See how NQ kind of follows the ES here? As soon as ES starts pulling up, NQ instantly blast up. Majorly screw over your trade. It's obvious that NQ is trying to go lower down into there. Yeah, for really, we're inside the previous day's range still, so yeah, likely to be choppy. Good for scalping and scaling out though. If you scale out and stuff, you should be all right. But you have to up and good warning, bro. We have a big gap here. So if you switch, it's always a good idea, guys, to switch to regular trading hours here, and then look at it now, like way a different picture, right? Way different picture. That's why going here long here isn't a bad trade. Big old open gap. Way different picture, right? Big gap. Yeah, it doesn't at all, does it, dude? It looks like, nah, I'm good. ES isn't really concerned with them. This is odd. Has the same area. Yeah, they're definitely acting way different here. We have lower lows, higher highs. Nice kind of like drop look to it forming here. Looks like it's about to fall off a cliff. Could chase price and risk it for the biscuit. There goes ES. There we go. Give it up. So you guys see why redelivery is king? This is here. This is it right here. Showing you in real time. Nah, so close. 3 pushes down. Man, that's so close. I wish it would just touch the line. So close. Sending 2 ticks there up that area, but didn't quite touch it. So see if we get another push down here into it. Probably 2 contracts here. Once I see it push back up here, yeah, I'll put on 2 contracts if I can. If not, then I'll have to switch to micros. All right, so we got to push into the area there. Let's see if on a lower time frame here. Let's put this on our chart, and then this one as well. This is lower time frame balance areas. Okay, so we got a perfect touch there. I'm gonna have to save my stop here. I don't like how it's continuing. ES looks pretty bearish there. All right, I'm out of that. Minus 280. I need to wait for it to give me some kind of somewhere to put my stop under. Unless it bounces right at that line there. I don't like catching the knife because I need to see it. I need somewhere to put my stop. Like that first entry, I know where idea to put my stop at. You got ES back at the low of that broadening information here. All right, come on. Ugh. Right through that one like butter too. All right, there's the half back. Is it gonna bounce here or not? Yes, finally going lower. Just right through it like butter. Right through that one like butter too. So ES is now at that area. It's now in it. Yeah, it's going for that gap probably. That sucks. Oh, that area for ES is all the way down here. And there it goes. All right, now we're like one time framing down. It's a beautiful move down. Looking back, I probably should have took this short up here. It had the look to it. Just doesn't the risk to reward just didn't really make sense to me, but remember we had that open gap right here as well. Tapped it last night, doesn't mean it's filled though, so. Alright, let's see what it does here. Kinda curious. Does it at least try to bounce here? Is it gonna continue one time framing? Alright, there's a perfect touch there. I'm not risking very much here, so I'm going to scale out. One contract there, lock it in. So I don't know if this is just a like a little retracement up to here, then continue one time framing or not. So it's best when I'm only risking 10 points to take off half at, a little over 10 points. Yeah, it did. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that it was pre-market. It was looking like pretty bullish there. Oh damn, Jesus. Holy shit. Yeah, that's crazy. It's all-time new high. Yeah, damn. All right, let's see if we can break one time framing. Very nice. All right, cool. So now we should probably be looking for 50% of this move that happened here. But you guys see how it's perfect half back to balance trade there. So perfect half back on that. See if ES is participating. But of course, now ES doesn't want to participate. Of course. Now ES is trying to redeliver lower. ES said no, not doing that. Yeah, it didn't even. I don't know why it stopped where it did though. All right, so I'm out of break even on this. I'm not gonna let it come back and take an L on the second contract here. Nice little scalp there though. All right, now see how it will still at areas it needs to redeliver at. Like it still bounces. It just eventually fails because obviously it's trying to go to the gap while ES is trying to redeliver down to here. All right, so it's probably gonna drop like crazy here as it comes down into nice trade, bro. Nice. Where'd you short at? 456 ticks. Nice, dude. Nice. 278. Oh, five. I was like 278. I was like, Jesus. All right, we should see ES come into this area, redeliver down into here, and then at the same time, Nasdaq fill the gap. Maybe see if this order block here works. It's not quite the gap fill though, so it could be going lower than this, right? We still have another major gap lower. You have a broadening formation here. So now I would love a retracement up into this low here. I would fuck with that hard. Shorting that, I would short that hard, but I don't know if it's gonna give it up. Doesn't look that way. Uh. Beautiful one time framing here. So it's probably leg one. We'll probably get a measured move here, maybe. Nice, Holly, nice. All right, there it is. Yeah. Short that all day. Stops to take off size here. It's just too volatile for two contracts. Already in a trade, but from now on, I'll probably have to trade micros. It's too volatile. It's too much risk to put on two contracts. It's a good way to blow up real quick. Take one off right there. Move my stop down. All right, beautiful. So we're so close to that gap. I would guess that it wants to fill the gap, but you got to watch out for like the bounce at the gap. That is something that happens sometimes. While ES closing in that loop, it's kind of risky because if ES wants to push up here, it cause bigger push back up. So we gotta watch for the bounce like right at that gap opening there. Hopefully it just drops through it. There we go. Very nice. A little bit worried about it because I don't like how ES is bouncing right there. So back above this high, I'll probably have to exit. I don't want to hold it while it goes all the way back there. There's that order block, half back of that order block there. We're in that gap now, though. I know, like, just drop it, bro. Beautiful trade, though. And after this trade, that will be it. Like, my time's almost up here. I still got some minutes, but that'll probably be it for the stream. I'm wrapped up there. Nah. I hesitated. Fuck. There's a half back of that little balance area there. Let's see if it continues down. I hesitated though. I couldn't get myself to exit. I tried to. I really tried to. I mean, my brain was just like, no. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm getting ready to exit this. See how this candle closes here. Next candle opens up and pushes down. Good if it opens up and pushes up. Oh, there we go. That's beautiful right there. That's exactly what I wanted right there. Is ES gonna like stop being a little bitch and go down with it though? That's the question. Come on, ES, give it up. Yeah, it's still got an open loop there. Nice, nice. But ES is not participating down though, so beautiful trade though. Fill it in. Come on. Drop it. Yeah, I just need ES to join. I don't know. Yeah, you just gotta hit him up again, dude. Just get aggressive with it. Yeah, if you don't have a pro account with them, for some reason they just like don't fuck with you, dude. I think it's because they get blown up too much. Um, there we go. There we go. Gap filled. Nah, I'm out right there, guys. All right, any questions, guys? Probably could have held it and looked for more, but just call it right there. Should use a one time framing here, but I made my choice. It was perfect gap fill and bounce right at the gap fill. So I think if you didn't know this gap was here, which most people don't know, right? They have no clue that the gap's even there. They don't even look for them. Like I'm looking for the inverted fucking fair value gap, but they're not even considering the fact that these gaps exist. All right, not bad, right? Hey, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Got to learn to trust and hold some, but the 200 loss in the first attempt made it hard to hold. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Yeah. Just keep in mind redelivery is king. It'll help you hold on to it because an area needs to be redelivered. Just keep that fact in mind. But it is hard to hold when you like me watching my profit go from plus 700 to plus 200 was kind of rough there. So I definitely feel you. Looks like I good that I exited there. One time framing ended, so I made the right choice there, but I should have followed my rules are to stay in the trade until one time framing ends. So regardless of that, I should have followed my rules on that. Any questions, guys? All right, go back to sleep. Ooh, look at that. One time framing still is intact. No close above the previous candle's high yet. Yeah, you guys like it? We can do it more often. It's definitely where I'm trying to get better in my trading at is trading New York opening. Believe it's really like the only way I'm gonna be to be able to scale up and make bigger money. Just need more volatility. Although, like last night, I probably should have traded this, but keep that on your charts. Redo it. Yeah, I do. I have it up there just to remind myself because I do that too. I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna exit early or something, but like redelivery is king. It's just it is what it is. Yeah. I realized that too, Dan. Yeah. Yeah, it is longer. So we made the right choice there for sure on that. Looks like gap fill and push up. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, bro. And yeah, exactly. Nice trade to in and out. Yeah. Don't gotta be on screens all day. Just be done with it. Although it's not a funded account, wish it was, but it is what it is. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'll catch y'all later. And you guys have a good day. Yeah, for sure. You guys, the recording will be here if you want to watch my thought process around entering the trade and all that. I'll put it in the recorded section, which is right here under live recordings, right there. Member section, live recordings. I'll put the recording in there for you guys. I'll see you guys in the charts. Peace out.